In this video, we'll cover the basics of what you need to do to set up your SmartMatch app CRM. As a new user, you might be overwhelmed with the long list of potential things you can do from this goldmine. Worry not, for we're here to help you uncover just that. So let's begin. For starters, you need to make sure you have everything set up for your agency. This entails all the information about your company and you as a matchmaker. To begin, you'll want to click on Settings. Then click on Agency. From here, you'll have three options to work on. Let's discuss them one by one. The first one is the Basic Info. Clicking it will allow you to enter all the information about your company. You can add your agency name, set your agency location by clicking the Location button that uses Google's geolocation, and your agency legal information such as your tax number, legal address, and your legal company name. You can also set your agency's local time zone here so that the timestamps inside your SmartMatch app CRM will be shown on your local time zone. You can also indicate your preferred date and time format that your agency follows and the language that you prefer to use inside the CRM. You can choose from English, German, Dutch, French, Spanish, and Italian. As we keep enhancing the system, these languages may still continue to grow and adapt to the many languages we have worldwide. If you're on the Premium and Enterprise subscription, you can also add your agency theme by uploading your agency logo, adding your agency color motif, adding your custom default cover and default background images. You can also set which notifications as an agency you'd like to receive, all the rule sets, and for the privacy and security of your database, you can also set a session timeout for your agency users so that they don't stay logged in for too long. Making it a habit to log out your session when not working allows your browser to limit the cached information and help prevent security of your data from breaches. And that's it for basic info. Now let's move on to your agency's email settings. This is your email settings in general as an entire agency. Please note that for every agency user, there's also a separate email setting that needs to be set, but we'll go in there in a bit. From here, you'll find the default or the main agency's email address. This will be used to send different kinds of notifications to the agency. You can also see the default sender's email address, and you can also set your default reply to email address in the field provided. To receive replies in SmartMatch app as a set, which can be found in the Communications tab in the side menu, you'll want to use the recommended email address provided in the system by default. If you're using your own email server settings, these communications won't appear inside your SmartMatch app CRM since we only have the ability to show records of incoming and outgoing emails for those correspondents that have gone through our own email servers. You can also choose the email template type you want to use. You can choose from default, which contains your agency logo if you're on Premium, or the plain one if you want to send client emails without any styling format. Next up, we have the SMTP settings or the email settings. As mentioned earlier, you can use your own email server settings, but leaving the fields below blank will allow all communications to run through the SmartMatch app's email server. If you'd like to use your own SMTP or outgoing email settings, you'll want to make sure to ask your own workspace administrator for these settings since we won't have access to this information. Ensuring that you've entered all the correct settings on your end will allow a successful connection of your email server to take charge of sending the outgoing emails from the database to your clients. You can also add your agency logo to your email headers if you're on the Premium or Enterprise subscriptions. You can also customize your default agency signature, which will then be included in all automated messages from the system. You can also add your custom email templates from here for quicker access so you don't have to type everything out when sending introductions or asking for profile update requests. If you have any marketing campaigns going on, you can add and tag them here as well. Speaking of email settings, there's also one more area that you need to set email settings, and this is on an agency user level. Click on Users and you'll find all of the agency users you have in the system. Click on each and it'll take you further to a separate email settings for that particular user. This is where you can see the email address of your user in SmartMatch app as sender and default reply to address for this user. If you've chosen to use your own outgoing email settings or SMTP settings, you'll want to make sure to enter the correct details inside these user level settings, too. You can also personalize the signature for this agency user. And that's it for email settings. Lastly, we have billing. This is where you can see the type of subscription you have. You can change subscriptions from here, make payments, and see your invoices. You can see your paid invoices and your upcoming invoices too. You'll also see your invoice period on this page. And that's it for the basics of making sure that your agency is ready to get started. Check out our other videos in this playlist to find more information on how you can use your SmartMatch app CRM. Until next time.